alongside the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams. I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, these guys are ready to go.
And people at home can't see me right now, but I'm stretching my arms, I'm stretching my legs. This is going to be one fast-paced game. Let's get to it.
This booth is all stretched out. The players gearing up. Let's get ready for the opening tip. Kyrie. A fundamental shot right there.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Deep left corner to Leonard. Has a look. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck to Durant. Kyrie Irving. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Durant with the basketball up top. Leads 4. Has a chance. Shot misses there by Allen. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards. And if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Beverly, that's off the side of the rim, no good. Kyrie across the timeline. They lead it, 4-point game. Curling inside. Kyrie Irving, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
To Dinwiddie, the drive, right to the basket. Cashes in for 2.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Strong finish for Paul George.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Paul George. Paul George. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Irving. Oh, he had him there for a second. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. And too much cut.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. That's the first foul.
It's LA Clippers ball. And the basket good at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
George. No good. That's great defense. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. Williams across the timeline. The score 10-8. No good. Here's Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Looking to take this all the way. Kyrie Irving. He's been lights out so far. 5 for 5.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
And he finishes at the rim.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Irving. From long range. Smothering D. George. Off the assist.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Trying to cash in. That's usually one that he'll knock down. No time left on this quarter. The Nets have the lead. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
A shot by Green, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
You know Kyrie, zero hesitation. Buries it for 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Williams. Fires the 3. If he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions. LA.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against Durant. Has a look. Leonard's shot won't go down. Durant across the timeline. Lead is 2. To Irving. Five to shoot. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Jumper's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
LA Clippers with the basketball. It goes down.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
To Dinwiddie. From the painted area, won't go down. And the slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Layup goes down. Well done.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Slam dunk.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a two-point basketball game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 12, Joe.
Clippers have the basketball. George, and he buries it.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
And a chance coming up at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Irving. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Clippers have got it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Ah, the monster stuff.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
What's up, bro?
Paul George. To Williams. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Irving to Durant. Oh, had him going there for a second. Kevin Durant. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Williams to Beverly. To Paul George. And he hits.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Clippers have the lead. To come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. George, shot off the mark. Good defense. To Irving. Free throws coming up.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Kyrie Irving at the line for 2 shots. A career 87% from the line. First one goes down. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Leonard. Not easy.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Irving with the basketball. His guy's down 3. 4-3. Not that time. He missed it. To Leonard. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Same old tricks, same bag. Ain't nothing new there.
KD with the rock. Kevin Durant looking good. 4 for 5.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Irving. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
To Beverly. George to Beverly. LA with 4 to shoot. George, textbook defense. To Durant. Has a chance. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Kawhi Leonard matched up with Durant. Rocking the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Irving brings the ball up court. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
George gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Leonard to Beverly. Going to launch beyond the arc. Hat-trick Beverly. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Irving, tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Leonard. Second effort. And a putback slam.
And I'm telling you right now, there's always going to be a home for a player in this league for a guy who does the cleanup work around the rim like that.
Lays it up and in.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Shot from in close, no good. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Durant with the basketball up top. The margin standing now at 7. Jordan to Irving. Kawhi Leonard able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2. Timeout called here by the Clippers. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To George. Beyond the arc for 3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Off the mark. Paul George to Williams. hits.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Durant across the timeline. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
That's out. Last touch by Jared Allen. Leonard. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. The Clippers are out in front. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Drive by Harris, but a shot won't go. Another follow, no good. And look out, big finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Knocked loose. It's PG for 2. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Durant with the basketball up top. Margins 8. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
And finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Irving. Oh, they call the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
New blood coming in for both sides.
For LA, number 22, Maurice Harkless. Subbing in for the Brooklyn Nets, number 6, DeAndre Jordan.
Short jumper misses. To Paul George. A pass stolen by the Nets. Leonard hits the trifecta.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving 3-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Jumper's good.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. To George. Strong finish for Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Paul George. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
George knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Here's Leonard for two. That's what you